everybody. Right, let me just change this. Right, so thanks for watching. Let me know if you're watching the replay, #replay. Got a little bonus video for you today. Very excited to bring Jane on, who's one of our lovelies in this little group. And she's felt that journaling has really helped her to develop her confidence with live video. So we're going to find out from Jane now how she's getting on with live video and how her confidence is developing with journalism, journaling, diarying. So let me bring Jane on now. Hi, Jane.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Let me just give you an applause for coming on. Yay! Yay, well done, Jane. Lovely to see you on here. That's great that you could come on and tell us a little bit about your journey with, how writing or videoing a diary has really helped you. So just let us know a little bit about yourself, your background, where you live.
Yeah, I was born and raised in New York, and I currently live in Florida, so I'm still on the East Coast. I have my very first beautiful 6-month-old daughter.
Aww.
And I am actually currently in the process of transitioning. I've been in real estate for the last 12 years, and I decided to make a leap to creating my own business online.
Hey,
so that's kind of where my focus is.
Yeah, well done. That's a big leap, isn't it? And go for it, Jane. Well done.
Yeah.
So what's your daughter's name?
Her name is AJ.
Oh, how wonderful. So tell us a little bit about, how you're transitioning, what you feel you're transitioning into.
Well, I mean, over the last 15 plus years, I've been in the sales business, and I ended up getting introduced to real estate kind of by accident, and I ended up being really good at it. So I have a lot of familiarity. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I'm familiar when it comes to sales in general and dealing with people and customer service. However, the techie stuff with doing things online, especially now that I need to be a stay-at-home mom, has been what I've been focused on learning. And it's definitely my biggest struggle was learning the technology, really.
Yeah.
That's the transitioning part that I'm focused on learning the most right now.
Yeah. So it takes a while, doesn't it? And it can be a really steep learning curve, but it's great when you can get help from various people who've been there and done that. So really well done, you. So tell us a bit more about this diarying then. How did it start? Why did you think about doing it and how it's helping?
So, yeah, it's actually a really interesting story. So when I decided, okay, I have to stay home and take care of my daughter, what can I do, right, to make enough income to support both of us? And I started reaching out to find mentors on how to learn this internet stuff. And the first thing that keeps popping up from all of them, I must have taken 4 or 5 different courses now in the last couple of months, was you need to start making content. You got to start putting out videos. You have to start, and I've never really been one to post much on social media either. I kind of always stayed away from it. So not only am I now learning those platforms as well, but all of a sudden I came to the realization that I did not like videos. I did not, and it's weird. It was very funny to me because I've done public speaking. I used to teach classes. I never had a fear of that. I don't till this day. You put me in front of 1,000 people, no problem. The second I know there's a video camera in my face, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I had no idea it was even there. It was so crazy. It didn't I didn't even learn that it was an issue until a couple of months ago when I was told you have to make videos, and I didn't open my computer for an entire week.
Oh.
And when I noticed this, I was like, okay, I have to solve this problem. This cannot be something that sets me back. It's something so minute, but it's such a big deal. It was giving me such anxiety.
Yeah.
So my very first thing I know when I was training agents was, if there's something you don't like to do it.
Yeah.
Do it every day.
Yeah.
And I kept telling myself, I just have to start doing it. And then I kept not doing it.
Yeah.
And it started getting me frustrated because I was like, I'm usually pretty coachable. I try to be as coachable as possible. And I felt like I wasn't allowing myself to be coachable. So I kind of just bit the bullet and just started doing it.
Woo.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah.
But what I found, like the first 2 days, I started actually writing out like how it made me feel and what my fears were and how, you know. And what I noticed after 2 days of doing the writing journaling was my biggest fear, or maybe, I guess I wouldn't say fear, but my biggest issue with doing it was seeing what I looked like and hearing what I sounded like. So, like, I know, has anybody else felt that way? Like, after you hear yourself on a recorder, like, you leave a voicemail and then you listen to it and you're like, that doesn't sound like me. It was that sound of my voice. I was like, who is that? And it sounded so weird. And it got me really anxious. So I started, you know, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? If it's the way I look and the way I sound that's bothering me, it's not bothering anybody else, it's bothering me, I need to get used to it. So that's when I came up with the idea of, why don't I start doing my own personal videos every night instead of writing, and actually recording them. And then the following day I watch them to get myself acclimated to hearing myself and seeing myself. And it has been, at first I was kind of doing it, excuse the language, like for shits and giggles type thing. But then after a couple of days, I realized how much more comfortable I was with it, how much easier it was for me to just speak and flow. And even my lives, like I was so much more comfortable in my live videos that I was doing daily. And I felt like I was starting to kind of get more in sync with it all. So it's been such a huge blessing.
That is so brilliant.
Oh, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, excellent. That's so
Thank
good.
you.
And I think you'll sort of know naturally when you don't need to do it anymore. You know? I think it will just it'd be a natural transition, I think, for you. Yeah. That's brilliant. I'm so thrilled to hear how you had that issue with your voice and how you looked and everything, and you realised most people don't realise that it's you who's got the issue with yourself and that other people wouldn't have that. That's mega, and that enabled you to keep going. So that's so good.
That was the biggest thing, is it took me a minute to realize I had to kind of think of what's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Somebody can think I'm ugly. Somebody cannot like what I'm doing. And then I thought about, well, who would that be? And I'm like, nobody that really makes a difference to me.
Yeah.
So
woo.
Why am I so worried about it? You know?
Hey, an air horn moment. Sorry, that's really loud. But no, that is so brilliant. Yeah. So we attract our ideal. I've just realised that this thing is covering my face.
There you go. Yeah, I thought you knew that.
I need to move it a bit. It's like covering one eye. Yeah, so you realise that your ideal clients will be attracted to you, and your not ideal clients, the people you don't want to work with at all, who don't like you, that's fine, they'll just go away. So you don't need to bother about them. Brilliant.
Yep.
And you know that we're harsher on ourselves than, you know, other people are. We think that we've got really weird voices and everything. We've got this particular whatever on our face or however. And other people just don't notice that. And you have to think about your message. So that's so important that you made yourself think that and broke through. So very well done to you.
Thank you.
It'd be interesting to see how I think maybe you were able to push yourself and go for it, because I imagine that you've got quite a bit of confidence in the way that you're good at public speaking. Because the way you talked about it now, you said, oh, I could easily go in front of 1,000 people. So you've got some confidence in the whole realm of going live on video. And that helped you to sort of push through, I expect. What do you think?
Yes, it did. It was, it was really weird because I'm very confident, which is actually from one of the things I just finished doing, one of my courses. I'm very confident when it comes to speaking in regards to business or real estate, because that's where I did all my public speaking, and I used to teach classes, and now I'm starting to realize I thought I was good at communication in every area of my life because I was so good in that area, and now I'm learning that's not the case. So I think a lot of my fear was in my head. I thought I was a good communicator at everything, and when I realized I'm not, it kind of put me back. Like I had to step back for a minute, like, oh yeah, I kind of didn't sound so smart just then, you know. So it's great because it opened up doors for me, because now I see what I need to work on. Now I can fix and become good at communication in all areas. But it's been a learning curve. Really exciting too.
Yeah, that's great. So people think that confidence, you're just born with it and you're just confident, full stop, in every way. But it's not true at all. It's a learned skill. So just as you learned to be really confident in the real estate, you need to now learn to be confident in speaking about the other things. And so you will get there because you're doing it, you know, religiously. You're doing it very frequently. So you definitely will get there quite soon. So that's really, really great. So just remember, keep that in the back of your mind, that confidence is a learned skill. And you've learned it in one area and you're just learning it in the other area, and just keep practicing it. That is the key.
Yes. And then the other little tip, just in case this might help somebody. And this is something I used to do in real estate many years ago, and I used to tell all my agents, was the thing that you like to do the least, whether it's picking up the phone or making a video, whatever that thing is that you don't want to do the most, is the first thing you do. So like, I know, especially my first week when I used to do my live videos, the very first week, I would get up in the morning, I would shower, get dressed, and the first thing I did was my live video, because I knew if I didn't do it first thing, I was the type, I'll be like, later, and then it never gets done because, you know. So
have you read,
do it right away.
Yeah, you're brilliant. Have you read that book, Eat That Frog? Have you read that?
No.
That is exactly about that. It's all about that. It's by Brian somebody, can't think of his surname at the moment. And it was written in the 80s, so it's been a real classic for entrepreneurs and people who want to really excel in their business. And it's all about that frog that you think that you really ought to do because that's going to make the biggest impact in your business, and you leave it, you procrastinate. So he says, eat that frog. the horrible thing that you're not wanting to do that actually will be the game changer in your business. Do it first thing.
Yes.
And then you'll get this adrenaline rush that will make you want to do it. If you do it, make yourself get into a habit, you'll want that adrenaline rush every morning, so it will actually encourage you to do it. You'll want to do it. So woo you.
And
brilliant.
I noticed too that adrenaline will push you through the rest of the day too. You'll get so much more done that day that you weren't expecting other things, just because you had that adrenaline rush early in the morning. It's true. It works.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. You're brilliant. Let me give you a little party noise. Woo! So yeah, I'm so thrilled to hear of your progress, Jane, and so keep posting stuff. So today's action step, everybody, this includes you, Jane, is if you can go live on Instagram, on your Instagram stories, which is only 15 seconds long, and just talk about something that you're doing at the moment in your business, or something that you're enjoying in your life. Or you could do a Facebook Live if you want in your profile or whatever, and just hashtag #IShineOnline so that I can see that. So go for it. Okay. Thank you so much for being live. You're brilliant.
Thank
You look great as well on live video. You really do.
Thank you.
You've got a great face and manner and voice and everything. So I'm sure you're going to do really, really well. Okay. So take care, Jane, and I'll see everybody a bit later for the live training. God bless.
Yay.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.